Okay, let's go. Okay, so while we were talking, we as in me and Aretha, the guy. I don't say her name very often on the show, but that's her name.
Better that name than the other name.
Yeah, the other name I called her was rude and funny. Uh, Well, we were having a conversation today. We were talking about the thing, the roommate situation. Because I keep her, man, me and her we're an old married couple. Like all we do is talk about the same conversations over and over again. And
Dude,
like,
you know what's funny? It's funny that you say that because you would think that these are things that I would just keep private, but like,
no, you don't.
no, I tell everybody I know.
Yeah, so it's great. It's good stuff.
Yes, it's good TV.
Like it's fantastic TV. But as we were talking about it, it got to the point where she was like, "Yeah, how can people be like that?" And I was like, "I got a story I got a news article I want to read to you." And it's a news article about the story that happened in Pennsylvania on a transit system. This woman was raped on a Pennsylvania transit system.
Oh my.
And she was raped in front of people.
Oh my.
No one did anything. No one called 911. The only reason she was able to get any help is because an employee saw it on the on the monitors and called 911. So when they got to the stop, they were able to get the cops to have the police there to stop him, to get the guy. Like they literally got the guy. They like arrested him and everything. They got his name and everything. Like it sounds like they didn't even he didn't even put up a fight. He just got arrested. Now, mind you, this episode is about the meanest joke, the most inappropriate joke I've ever told. You can tell a sex joke to your mom later tonight, and I don't think it would be as rude as this one. Because, it just comes off as, I'm a piece of shit. Totally justifiable. Actually, I think I literally only had, 2 minutes of gameplay for this entire episode. So, we were talking about it. She and I were talking about it. Her being a woman. Her having her negative experiences with men in the boudoir. She didn't understand how people could do this. And it's like, how could you see it happening? Because I wasn't there, and I would love to see the video. Because I'm a pervert. Because I don't know if it was a train, a bus, where all the seats faced forward, and it was, a comfortable train, or if it was a subway car where all the seats faced each other. But the dude just kind of got way too close. He raped her. It sounds like he actively raped her. He put his penis inside of her and everything. Because otherwise it wouldn't be rape. It would just be
so
sexual.
It says, rape and not
yes, not sexual assault or sexual misconduct. She did have some
DNA?
Not DNA, but she had some wounds that were taken care of, that had to be taken care of. Okay. So we start talking about this. We continue talking about it. And we're like, okay. And I was like, look, real talk, I don't necessarily know how people felt about being there in that situation. Because a lot of people would just say, yeah, it was scary. I didn't know, if that dude is raping a woman out in public, he's either
what else is he gonna do?
Yeah, completely sure that ain't nobody finna touch him, or he's prepared if somebody touches him. And
he's
so
just out here raping everybody.
And so I was because I would like to think that if I saw it, I would have done something. And I was like, especially if I'm sitting there with you and so fucking sitting there with my girl, it was like, and I look over and see this happening. And here's the part, so everybody grab your britches. I had to pause the game so I can say this with the right effect. And I was like, so I'm sitting there with you and we see something like this happening. I got to do something because I'm sitting with my girl and this bitch ain't got sense enough to get raped in another car. So now I got to actually get...
Because it's her fault.
My actual words were, this bitch ain't got common decency enough to get raped in at least one car back. And so now I got to get up and do something about it because, you know, now my girl feel unsafe.
Oh, talk about being canceled, boy.
Tell me about it. She laughed. And she immediately felt bad about laughing. And it was an in-the-moment thing. Like, obviously I didn't mean it. I keep saying, refer to it as a
that
joke
right there. That's one for a niche.
A very niche crowd.
A niche. I don't even think it's a crowd. It's got to be a group of comedians. Because only comedians would understand.
Louis C.K. would appreciate that joke. I even think Tom Segura.
About being canceled.
I even think Tom Segura might appreciate the joke. It's like, because that's what it comes down to. It's like, because if I jump on his back, it's like, is that what you want me to do? Like, because I'm assuming he's on top of you. Because at this point, it's not rape, it's sex.
Oh.
So if I jump on him, like, I'm just pushing him deeper in. Like, what do you want me to do? It's like, I can do my best to try to get him, but I don't know if I'm going to get him. It's like, but then
somebody gonna get it.
It's like, so then I get stabbed trying to fucking defend you. And I'm just like
all I can say is points are being made. I'm not going to say if they're the right points or the wrong points, but they're being made.
I don't know what they want me to do.
Well, probably not enjoy the rape.
No, I'm not. I'm sure I wouldn't have enjoyed it. But like, I gotta
expected. This is disgusting.
And I feel like it really comes down to, like, depending on how much porn you watch. I feel like there's a good chunk of people. There's a good chunk of people who really wouldn't have known whether or not this was real, or whether or not this was like some amateur, you know, exhibitionist thing.
Oh, this tastes like it has Janice in it.
Anise?
Yeah.
Anus?
Huh?
It tastes like it has asshole in it?
No, I said anise.
What the hell is anus?
Star anise?
Huh?
That would be the whole of Starfire.
Assholes.
Star. No. Star anise is this thing that grows on a tree that it's licorice, like black
disgusting.
Licorice.
Disgusting.
Yeah. It's used to flavor a lot of stuff.
Did you know licorice is a medical thing? And you can't.
Oh, licorice. Not bad though. Why is licorice medical?
Because it's an herb.
Oh yes, there it is. They're little things that grow on trees and they look like stars and they taste disgusting.
Yeah, that's not what licorice is. It's a plant. And if you can't eat it to excess because it is effectively a medicinal herb. and you know you can't just eat intestines, apparently. Yeah, that's gonna be the episode. This is gonna be it. Like I never had the chance. What? What part of that? What part of that? What part of it?
You know why? You know why? Because I knew it was the end. I knew it was the end. That's it.
I don't understand. What?
I knew that we were just gonna end on that the most random of ridiculousness.
What part of that was
Because you can't
ridiculous?
just eat. Because you you can't just eat medicine. That's it. I'd have been fine if you would just cut the episode. not even drop your tag. Just end it right there. Done. Have people messaging you. I think part of the episode is missing. No?
No, we just left.
That's it?
We went home, like that was it. Turned the game off, went to bed.
What game were you playing?
Devil May Cry. Like I finished like the
Oh,
main
still?
game. Well,
Yeah.
I finished the main game, but I'm doing the DLC because I've never played it.
I have been doing a whole lot of numbers today.
What was the drink you were drinking that tasted like burn?
It was supposed to be a ginger beer. It says spicy ginger. And see, my problem is when things claim to be ginger beers and people claim they're really strong, they're never strong. I can drink them like water. Oh!
So today, there's been a Corona extra sitting in our fridge for like the better part of like 3 months, and I decided today to open it and pour it out. Not today, yesterday. Oh no, it might have been today. I don't remember.
You stick your tongue in it?
I did. I tasted it. Like I decided to taste it before I poured it out. Like I did. And like I didn't even like I took a okay. So first thing I did was I put it against my tongue and like tilt the bottle and just got it on my tongue to see what it would taste like. I don't know what I was expecting. I know I don't like beer. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just not like it. I hate it. Beer is disgusting. And it was bad. It was bad. And then I decided to go ahead and just take a swig of it. It was yesterday. I decided to just take a swig of it, just to have it, just to have an actual taste.
What is it? A Corona Extra?
Yeah.
Did it have a lime?
No. It didn't matter. Only thing that was gonna like Kool-Aid wouldn't have made it better.
I've been wondering how I would do with the seltzer drink. Because they seem interesting because they're just flavored, but like what are they spiked with? You know what I mean?
Alcohol. Like just alcohol, right?
Yeah, I know. Listen, I've been wanting to get a soda stream so I can start my own line of spiked seltzers and sell them to white girls. Gonna spike them with some vodka and add a bit of Kool-Aid.
That did seem like a solid boss fight. But yeah, it was fucking disgusting. Like, my mom was like, My mom is one of the weirdest people on the planet. She's not. I'm not saying that like in some like, you know, quirky. She's an old like no. I mean, my mom's old and just all worse in some of the worst ways. Bad in some of the worst ways. The older, like it's become clearer that like some people get older and they get lonely because I don't know how to describe. Older people always make it seem as though they want to be able to see their grandkids and their great grandkids. That's what they want. And I think old people tend to forget that as technology booms, just for what it's worth, everybody goes away. Everybody goes away. If you're not one of those old people who like remained mobile as you got older, then just accept that like people will be leaving. Again, not trying to like just tell you basically give it the fuck up, but people will be leaving. Because I remember when my grandmother was alive, yeah, like her grandkids, they weren't around because. Are you serious? There's another mission? How is there more? End it. Fuck. And it's like they had stuff to do. They didn't live around us. But you know, people like move on. But basically she wanted to keep this beer forever. Like
I knew that's where you were going.
Yes.
I knew that's where you were going.
Like that beer would have just stayed the fuck in there. And because I called out to her, I was like, you want a sip of this Corona? She's like, no, put it back in there. I was like, and it was very much like, don't mess with that, leave it alone. She sounded like John Mulaney for whatever reason. Put it back. That's not yours. And I was just like, I'm pouring this out. Don't pour that out. And I was like, I'm pouring it out. Because it was actually on its like last month. It was like best before October. And it was and for those who don't know, it's October. Yeah, it just was what it was. It's fucking nasty. Like beer's gross. If you like beer, good for you, but just know that you're disgusting. Like I've tried beer twice. And I think I've had like I don't know what the best beer is, you know, based on popular opinion. Because I've had Bud Light, which is by far like one of the nastiest things I've ever drank. And like, okay.
That's somebody I know's preference.
Yeah, it's my nephew's preference. He doesn't like to drink alone, so he asked me to drink with him one night. And I was like, no. Like,
I ain't even guess.
I know you didn't. I was just shifting the attention. But yeah, it's fucking gross. It's just so gross. Like there's no, nothing else to say. It's like that whole, oh, you gotta find the right one. No, like it's all bad. Like Schnapps probably, Schnapps probably isn't that bad. Because Schnapps
I don't know what just happened. Don't judge me.
What's that? That trigger some kind of World War II flashback?
I don't know. Just ignore it. Just let it have happened and it be in the past.
Goodness gracious. Anywho,
It's so stupid. Why? I think I need just a whole day of just being alone.
What the fuck was that? Seriously.
I can't. Oh man.
It's the Toms of Maine.
Yeah. You're good.
Like you
Good.
did hear it,
So,
right?
Bud Light. Bud Light is disgusting.
No, beer is gross. Bud Light is
Yeah.
just happens to be a
Yeah.
beer.
Mhm.
And I'm worried for you. Like, seriously. What's that? I want to let it go, but it happened, and you didn't know what to make of it. And that's what's making it more concerning.
Oh my god. Would it be?
Is that what they refer to as the Holy Ghost? He works through
Oh
me.
man. If if I caught the Holy Ghost, truly know that the end times are upon us, and I have given up all hope of survival, and I'm probably just faking it. Oh, doing my best to get in there.
You ain't fooled by none of that. You fool some of the people some of the time. You can't fool the Lord at all. Better get you right. You better get your act right.
I act been them right. I act so wrong it went right.
I hate this so much. I hate enemies like this, like in games like this, where they're fighting you on a platform, but they're just. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Why give me that option? Why give me the option to possibly fucking? And then there's more.
So, I found some noodles that are made by the same company. I told you I found the light version of the hot ones, and then I found the I think what is considered the next version to the hot ones, like the lower one, and so I'm working my way up to those. Just saying, I'm ready to go when you're ready to go.
I ain't gonna be ready to go for a while.
Oh, come on.
Every time I think about it, I just don't want to do it. Like, I don't.
Oh,
like,
come on.
It's not at a fear at this point. It's just, I know I won't feel good after I do it. And I don't feel like
Look, that's why I want to get it over with.
I'm not in any rush to feel bad.
But the sooner you feel bad, the sooner you'll feel better.
Or I could just not feel bad. And then not have to worry about it. How about you do it without me? So you can stop complaining.
No, the goal or the plan here, because I mean, you originally wanted to wait for me to get there anyway.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how many of y'all out there have like ever gotten to that point with a game where it's like it needs to be over already. Like if you're playing a game,
You just don't want it.
Like I'm done
anymore.
Like I've gotten all I can. Like it's also very important to like note that I'm not paying attention to the plot of this DLC. Like I'm not. Like I wasn't paying attention to the plot of the story for the most part because I just didn't have to. Like so, go over there where she's fucking dying. And it's like, oh, it's the worst. It's just, it's a bad experience at this point. And like, I can almost tell you, like, if I'm gonna let this episode run to 35 minutes, and if I don't beat it in 35 minutes, that's it. I don't care anymore. Like, it's just done. Like, I'm not gonna keep recording this because Metroid is ready to go. like 12 episodes of Metroid have been recorded, and 10 of them have been fucking like edited and are like waiting to be uploaded.
Oh dang! Somebody's up ahead of schedule.
Well, the game was, you know, already out. I wasn't gonna sit around and like. Oh,
Yo, you get that one game that you have pre-ordered?
yeah. I
You
got
played
both
it?
of them. The Nintendo game, the Nickelodeon game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. I lost all energy with that. Like
Oh,
all
that makes me
energy.
sad.
Like it's bad. It's really bad. Like, and people are pretending that it's good though. Like videos of it have been going up.
Huh.
Like I'm still having to fuck it here.
It just feels wrong to me for them to continue to announce that Edge is a Hall of Famer every time that he's on the show every week and competing actively. Just don't like it.
Well, I'm sure they don't care.
Yeah, not at all. But I have opinions and I want to let people know.
Like,
Yo,
well,
you should watch Only Murders in the Building.
man, I'm done with it already.
You finished it? Was it not awesome?
That fucking plot twist at the end was great. Bunny can eat 2 dicks and die in the morning. Steve Martin's character was really a prick.
He really was. But, you know, I didn't expect to be gotten so hard in the last episode when he stands up and gives that speech. And then they cut back.
To reality, yeah.
I was murdered.
Good.
In the building. Just done.
I was happy to see Nathan alone.
And, right?
Like, just in general. Are you John Stamos right now? Is that what's happening? Oh, he died. Like, this game sucks.
John Stamos died?
I'm so mad. Like, this game is starting to really frustrate the shit out of me. Like, I don't know how to not be mad at this game. I'm tired of my ass. Like, I can't stress that enough. I'm really
and did you want to go later? Because you sure didn't call me at 10.
I didn't know what time it was. Like, I was like...
It was fully 10:30, and I was just like, where are you at?
No, I thought that wanted to back. I thought they tried to go shit.
You know,
like,
for a second, I legit thought you meant, or you thought that I meant like 11:50.
No, like you don't understand. I didn't know what time it was. When you texted me, I didn't know it was after 10 o'clock. Like, I thought it was like 9 something.
And the time freaking changes during a few weeks. I ain't gonna mess shit.
Fine, I ain't got no goddamn job anyway. Ain't got no cardboard.
Real life punches the ball in the face.
I ain't got nobody to fucking steal cardboard boxes from or nothing. That's a Friday reference that no one asked for.
We know why he got fired.
Yeah, because he was stealing cardboard boxes. And he was black. He was stealing cardboard boxes while black.
Yep. SCBWB.
Yup.
Ooh, that's a deep red song.
And he's ready to fight. I just want to tell you all, go fuck yourself.
That's one of his best songs in the series.
It's not as good as the
Vocally?
actual song.
Oh,
I'm gonna say yo.
oh, 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 oh boy.
That's got some sassafras to it.
Oh. Oh, it hit the nose and the nose didn't like it.
Let me tell you about the time I got a sinus infection from let me tell you about the time I burned the shit out of my sinuses from sniffing hot ramen.
Oh, that sounds like a jolly good time, eh? Right?
I know, it was fucking terrible. Like all jokes aside, it was one of the worst things I've ever done. It's one of the biggest mistakes. I made it as a child. I was like a teenager, like maybe like 12. But yeah, I had some ramen, had it in a bowl, and I like put like a decent amount of hot sauce on it, and then put my face right over it and enthusiastically sniffed it in, and ow. Like when I say it burned my sinuses, I mean like like when you burn your tongue, like how there's like basically fresh skin on your tongue for a couple days before
I hate that.
Yeah, that but my sinuses.
That sounds awful.
So like every time I breathed in, I could feel everything. Oh my gosh. Like there's just too many enemies. They all have too much health. I'm honestly at a point with some games.
This is gonna go through.
Some games are like under the impression that they're the only games a kid is gonna get, and I guess the problem is I'm an adult. Like I'm an adult, and I'm like I can buy games.
How pretentious of those games,
right? And it's like that's not the only game available to play. Like there are other games, so like they make themselves like dumb long, like just stupid long, and really fucking convoluted, and like they just take forever to get through. And it's like it's not. It's like when you think it's over, when you're like this should be over now, but it's not. Oh, so that wasn't a lip I could stand on. Fantastic.
Why did I think I could fry an egg in this? I'm down though. The noodles were already sticking to it.
Stand up for what enough. It sounds like a fever dream. Like, and Charlie, they wrote the shit.
Mm-hmm. I was having this conversation. Was it with you? I don't think it was with you. I think it was with Jordan.
Damn, can you tell us
talking about, huh?
I said, damn, can you tell us apart?
You know how y'all blacks are like.
I would like to point out that Jordan is like 17 shades lighter than I am. Alright.
And I still can't tell. That's how you know. But I was talking about Charlie being illiterate, but then I was like, but he's so musically gifted. And then Jordan was like, well, it's music.
Yeah, he gets it.
He just gets it. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Ah! Ah! That hurt. It should be known that I've worked in multiple kitchens, and this was the first time I was actually afraid of a thing. That egg is going to taste terrible.
Oh my gosh, it's just too fucking much. Oh, it's 35 minutes. That's it. That's the end of the episode. Get out.